Hello students, in today's video we are going to study the definition of corrosion. Now there are so many instances when we talk about corrosion when it comes to different kinds of metals. We generally say rusting is a kind of corrosion. When any appliance which is made up of metal isn't working correctly, we at times give out the reason that it is corroding. So over here right now we are going to focus on what exactly is corrosion and what do we mean by corrosion. So let us see the definition of it. Corrosion is an undesirable process. Now why do we say that it is an undesirable process? What do you exactly mean by corrosion? Now there are so many metals: gold, silver, aluminium, iron. There are different kinds of metals. And when these metals are exposed to the atmosphere, they are exposed to different elements. When I say that one particular metal is exposed to the atmosphere, I am trying to say that that particular metal is exposed to air, and air is made up of so many elements and so many compounds. Air is a mixture which contains oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, ammonia, sulfur dioxide, and so many other nitrous compounds and gases. Air is a mixture of so many gases. Air can be basic in nature or acidic in nature depending upon the composition of different gases which are present in it. So if I expose these particular metals in front of air, there are high chances that different elements and compounds of air will come and they will start mixing or reacting with these different metals. When they start mixing or reacting with these different metals, there are different compounds found on that particular metal, and thus it is an undesirable process. Due to the corrosion, there is limitation of progress in many areas. Now, if I have a particular machine and that particular machine is made up of many metals altogether, now that machine is going to run in some room at room temperature. It is going to get exposed to so many different gases in air. So when the air starts reacting, and when I say air, I mean different gases of air which starts reacting with that particular metal in the machine, the metal starts corroding. Indirectly, the machine starts corroding, and then we cannot proceed further. Thus, there are limitations in the progress of the same. The cost of replacement of materials and equipments lost through corrosion is unlimited. Why have they written this sentence? Why is it unlimited? It is unlimited because once a particular machine part is being replaced, the another part which has been bought, that particular part is also made up of metal. If that particular part is also made up of a particular metal, the same thing is going to happen again. That means after some point of time, that new metal part is also going to corrode. That new metal part may also try and gain rust. That new metal part can also change and become the older version of it. That means after some point of time, I will have to change that as well. That is one of the biggest reasons why corrosion has an indefinite, unlimited loss. Metals and alloys are used as fabrications or construction materials in engineering. Metals are different metals such as iron, aluminium, all these are metals. Alloys are nothing but mixture of metal with another non-metal or another metal. So when you take two or more metals and combine them together or mix them together, or you take a metal with a couple of non-metals and you combine them together and you mix them together, those particular mixtures are known as alloys. Whenever we are building different things, now what do you mean by building? By constructing different things, by construction of buildings, construction of bridges, construction of different monuments, construction of various things, construction of the infrastructure itself is done with the basis of metal. So now if I am using a metal structure to make a building, I have to make sure that that particular metal does not get rusted. that particular metal does not get corroded, because if it does so, if it starts getting the rust or if it starts getting corroded, what will happen next is the entire building, the entire monument, the entire structure will weaken up, the foundation will weaken up, and people living in that structure will have to live with a lot of measures, a lot of precautions. If the metals or alloy structure are not properly maintained, they deteriorate. Now, what do we mean by deteriorating? Deterioration is in the form of corrosion. They will react with different things which are there in the atmosphere and eventually deteriorate slowly by the action of atmospheric gases, moisture, and other chemicals. Now, moisture also plays a very important role when it comes to corrosion of metals. Metals can easily get corroded when there is moisture present in it. Humidity and moisture act as catalyst between a metal and oxygen, which leads to the oxidation process. What is oxidation process? The process in which any element combines with oxygen and forms an oxidative substance. That entire process is known as oxidation. It eventually forms an oxide. This phenomenon of destruction of metals and alloys is known as corrosion. So in this entire phenomena, this entire process wherein we take a metal, that particular metal is combined with oxygen, it reacts with oxygen in presence of water vapor or in presence of moisture, or it will form sulfate or nitrate, which are different gases which are present in the air, and when they combine together they form oxides or sulfates or nitrates, eventually deteriorating the quality of that particular metal. This entire process is known as corrosion. Corrosion of metals is defined as the spontaneous destruction of metals in the course of their chemical, electrochemical, or biochemical interactions with the environment. What do we mean by this? Corrosion of metals. Now, when a metal is getting corroded, when a metal is getting deteriorated, it is a spontaneous destruction. Now, what do we mean by spontaneous? In chemistry, there are two types of reactions. The first is known as a spontaneous reaction. The second is known as a non-spontaneous reaction. When I say it is a spontaneous reaction, it means that that particular reaction happens on its own. There is no human intervention. There is no need of any kind of other intervention which is happening. No catalyst, no amount of heat, no amount of energy is needed. It happens on its own and it's a destruction. That is the reason why it is said that it is a spontaneous destruction of metals in the course of their chemical, electrochemical, or biochemical interactions. So it can be purely chemical, that means one element and another element combining chemically, electrochemical, which means one element and another element combining with the help of electricity, and biochemical, that means elements and chemicals combining together with the help of biochemistry are known as biochemical interactions with the environment. Thus is exactly the reverse of extraction of metals from its ore. What is extraction of metals from its ore? When we remove a metal from the ore, it is already in the form of an oxide or a sulfide or a sulfate or a nitrate. What we do is we try and remove all other various chemicals out of it, and finally just trying to get the metal out of it. But over here what is happening is the pure metal is there with us, but the metal itself tries and combines with all different types of chemicals, all different types of elements, all different types of gases which are present in the environment. Example, rusting of iron. A very common example of corrosion is rusting of iron, because all of us have experienced it, all of us have seen it. Iron itself has a silvery grayish tint, it has some kind of luster, but whenever we keep it in presence of oxygen and moisture, what happens to that particular iron is, with the help of oxygen and moisture, those entire things combine together, and when they combine together, a reddish brown powder comes, which we call it as rust. A layer of reddish scale and a powder of oxide, which is Fe3O4, is formed on the surface of the iron metal. That particular powder is known as rust. A green film of basic carbonate. So over here, if you take CuCO3 and CuOH twice, is formed on the surface of copper when it is exposed to moist air containing carbon dioxide. So again, if we take copper and if it is kept in the presence of moist air containing carbon dioxide, even that particular carbon dioxide will go and react with copper and make that copper greenish in color. So with this, we have gone through the definition of corrosion, the entire phenomena, the process, and also have seen a couple of examples. Thank you.